Hello and welcome to the Collapse Experiment. So this is my review so far of ONNIT's Alpha Brain. Memory and focus. I do believe they might have a couple variations of this product. This is supposed to be a nootropic to obviously help with focus and memory. And I became interested in products like this not long after watching the movie Limitless, which really in the public consciousness brought products like this to into people's minds. Now, I previously tried a off-brand, another company's similar product. I liked the ingredients that were included in it when I compared the two. Felt like this one might be better formulated for doing such things. And I gotta tell you, I took it for a month. The amount of crap that I accomplished while taking the Med Choice version was quite insane. I noticed the difference. I documented it on my Substack. There's a series I have that's currently being uploaded called Being Limitless, if you want to check out the results that I was having, because I was pretty much documenting it every couple of days. What I was seeing, what I was accomplishing, things that I noticed that were different about myself. Then I ran out and I switched over to Alpha Brain, which I had bought a few weeks before. Now, this is supposed to be the end-all, be-all of nootropics. It's obviously has better marketing considering it's featured on the Joe Rogan podcast, and Joe Rogan and the guy who used to work for Fleshlight put this company together and put together this product. Now, if you follow the guidelines on the bottle, you'll see that a regular dose is 2 pills. You don't get much. And considering the advertising and who owns it, it's fairly expensive. They know what they can charge and get away with because it's widely known and better marketing compared to other similar products. Keep in mind, the Med Choice version that I bought, I think, was about $20. And yes, it lasted me a month. I was taking, with the Med Choice, I would take one in the morning with my other supplements, and I would take one in the afternoon, especially if I knew I was going to be working on something that I really needed to focus on. It was amazing. I'm doing the same thing with ONNIT. Now, ONNIT says, just like with the Med Choice, you take 2 at one time. My worry with taking the dose in the morning is that eventually it's going to wear off. So that is why I do it that way. And what I noticed was I didn't get that dip in the afternoon. I was focused until bedtime. And while taking the Med Choice, I was spending like a good hour plus reading at the end of the day, blowing through books like crazy. ONNIT, not so ONNIT, not so much. I've been doing some research on these, and one of the main criticisms with the ONNIT Alpha Brain is that the dosage doesn't match what a lot of the research says. Now, the dosage for ONNIT, that is, it hasn't changed, and the product has been around for over a decade. They haven't adjusted anything for what research is currently finding for the different ingredients in the capsules. So while it may have been a game changer over a decade ago, one of the obvious clues as to the effectiveness of Alpha Brain is the fact that Joe Rogan himself has stated on the podcast before that he takes 4 capsules before he does a 3-hour podcast. Now, why would he have to double the dose if it says right on the bottle it's 2 capsules? Perhaps Joe has already learned what other researchers are learning, is that he doesn't quite get the effect that he's looking for unless he takes 4. And it could be muscle mass, it could be weight, maybe his athletic prowess is making it so that he has to take more, unlike some skinny dude at a desk that is 170 pounds. I don't know. But I'm also finding the same problem. Am I having any issues with cognitive decline? No. The issues I'm finding is not as much energy, primarily not as much focus as I would have before. Memory's still there. I did watch one YouTube video where a guy was talking about supplements to take for motivation. Primarily, it sounded like what he was working on was like symptoms of depression almost, where you're not motivated to do the certain task that you have to get done, decline in energy levels. It sounded like classic cases of depression. He kind of went into some of the supplements to change that. It was very interesting and very enlightening. He also, towards the end of the video, was talking about, so you take these initial supplements for motivation. And then he went into a lot of the same ingredients that you would find in things like MedChoice and Alpha Brain. So the two tend to be linked. If you have a lack of these substances in your brain, then, you know, these receptors don't really initiate for these, yada, yada, yada. It all makes sense when you see it. So, going forward, I'm gonna finish the Alpha Brain and give a final review as to what I think of it, but I'm about halfway through the bottle now, and this is what's happening. My diet hasn't changed. My exercise, weightlifting regimen hasn't changed. I'm still getting things done, but it's not anything like it was with the MedChoice product. And I'm not going back to the MedChoice. I want to look at and review other products comparable to MedChoice. I'm going to look more at the dosage and the ingredients closer compared to the 2 that I've already taken, to see if there's any difference with future products. And I'll let you know what I find on here. I'm also going to keep the updates going on my Substack, which is the Collapse Experiment, same as this channel. Easy to find. I also post here on YouTube links to my most recent posts, so you can follow them there. And, you know, if you want to stay updated, of course, subscribe to the Substack, and you'll get the updates when they are posted. Now, these posts, they are from about a month ago. When they get up there, they're about a month old, but it's stuff that I wrote at the time. So, is it from today? No, but it's what I was experiencing. And I like to have a backlog of posts, so I'm not scrambling to, I gotta get something on there today. And there's other stuff on there. You can search around and see the other stuff that I had written. But as of right now, I mean, if you're not on anything and you're looking for a little extra get up and go, you can try Alpha Brain if that's what you feel comfortable with. But I will already tell you from the experiences that I'm having, there are better products out there. at a fraction of the cost. So do your homework, find out what's going to work best for you. I'm not promoting any of these products. I'm just telling you my experiences and what I have been seeing as effects of taking these. And you can decide for yourself. So before there's a total downpour here, I'm gonna let you go. Hope everyone's doing well. Keep on typing.